Hi, this is Tauris McBride with Tauris Tech, and I wanted to announce a few things that we're doing. Number one, what we're looking at here is our, we can call it the back end, the admin that we use for a lot of our apps. And this is to our corporate page where if you have a company, you pay for your employees or something like that to take training with Tauris Tech, you can pull up um, somebody's information here, and you can see how that person is performing inside of the system. So I can open up the student and I can see they logged on a lot. They did a whole lot of studying inside the system. All right. Now, the reason why this is important is this is part of our Taurus AI backend. And again, I'm gonna hide some of the stuff here, so I'm not sharing all of our inside information. So in Taurus AI, we have hundreds of videos, probably thousands of videos actually. And from those videos, we can do things like ask questions and generate questions and presentations and different things like that. So over here, I'm going to select a quiz where these questions were generated based on the information that I was talking about inside the video. And so right here, you can see your questions and answers and things like that. Okay, now in our admin section, this is a quiz. So we call it Taurus AIs for the New York City Q01 quiz. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that quiz, TAI, and the tags, this is going to be lesson 1, Q01, lesson 1, and I'm going to publish. So it just published the quiz. So now if I go here, TAI, all those questions from the AI, the Taurus AI system, were sent over here. And I can do that for any of our quizzes, any of our video lessons. I can generate, you know, hundreds, thousands of questions in a few minutes based on whatever the subject matter that I was talking about. So if we look here at a question, um, let's see, key challenges faced by HVAC students, difficulty in obtaining practical experience. So the reason why I'm showing this is one of my, actually a couple of different reasons. So right here, this is showing the results for individual quiz scores. And these are people who are in the Tauris Tech work study program. And I can open this up and I can see, okay, this person, they scored 78%, and it's a 100-question test. So what I did was I challenged everybody in our work study group to say, you have the hours, I can give you the letter to go to the fire department, but I need to make sure that, you're passing like a final. So it's kind of like a final, except they have to pass it 3 times in a row. So let's say if they passed it, 2 times in a row and they failed the third and they took it a fourth time, that doesn't count. You got to do it 3 times in a row. So one of my former students, he runs a very big facility. He had one of his guys sign up, and I sent him a breakdown of that person's scores. And we do this, so this person, they started, a couple of days ago, August 16th. They already have 5 hours inside the system. I can open this up. I can see what videos they watched. I can see the quiz scores, different things like that. 7 times they took the scores. I can see all this, right? And again, this former student of mine, he runs a very, very big facility, probably 500,000 square foot, employs hundreds of people. And over the years, I've helped a lot of my former students get jobs by referring them often to a lot of my former students. And I started thinking that, what if we took this system that we have here and we used it as a way that people can apply for jobs by taking tests for the subject matter that relates to that individual job. So it could be in HVAC, it could be in medicine, it could be anything. So since we have our system where we can generate these questions quickly, we can also After the person, takes the test, we can assess. We can say, okay, you did this test, you scored this amount, and then we can give the organization that is doing the hiring a breakdown to say, here's all the people who took this test and how qualified we think they are individually. And the reason why I think this is very, very important, I don't always talk about a lot of things that I know about. I'll just put it like that. um, and there's a lot of disturbing things that have come to my attention very recently that has cost people job opportunities. And everybody knows that the one thing I care about more than anything else is work. And I believe that everything I've been through over the last few years, it's having work and having accountability. That is what has kept me going. We have a lot of people losing their jobs right now, whether it's in government positions, whether it's because of AI and the turnover that's taking place in the tech industry. So, and plus, I saw some video where people were getting interviewed by these crappy AI interfaces, and I just think that there's a better way. So we're going to be releasing this as a product very soon. As I said, I have students who run large facilities who are actually going to be, they're going to kind of be beta testers. In addition to that, Tauris Tech is going to be making an announcement soon about partnerships with uh, building owners and property management companies that operate hundreds of buildings, and we're going to use it for them as well. So in the future, I just want to know that I did everything possible to make the process of hiring people as fair as possible, where things like race and gender and things that may get in the way can never be used as a reason why somebody didn't get a job. Because if you're not scoring well on the test, maybe you're not actually qualified for the job. So I'll leave it there. Once again, Tauris McBride with Tauris Tech. Talk to you later.